Hi, I'm Mike Lake, and welcome back to Stasis and the Nightmare Vessel. On the last one, we swam across this terrifying vat of nutrients and clones that we electrocuted to kill. And here we are. We climbed up this ladder, and we're up here now.
The tower. I am pressurizing the raw materials containment tank.
Taya, come in.
John, thank goodness, I can hear you. You just disappeared. No radio, no PDT.
Who the hell was that?
Dr. Gerardus Milan, head of special projects.
He knew you.
It's a big ship. And I'm in a different division to him entirely. Only met him once. A real arsehole.
Just want to get my family out of this goddamn place.
That's the plan.
I don't want to go in there. Like I said, there are things running around, and there's some really horrifying stuff growing in that vat downstairs that I had to swim across. There's this engineer there. I think there's an engineer. He didn't come up with the solution I had. He decided to swim across and hope for the best. He didn't make it. So, he wasn't a very good engineer.
You lost my PDT. Second.
Personal data tag. Every person on board has one.
Like animals.
The tags monitor everything. Security access, food intake, location tracking.
If everyone has a tag, we could use it to find my family.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, John.
Like hell it doesn't. If I'm tagged, then so are they. You said.
I can only access your tag because the DotMate scanners registered you. I've scanned for your family and I can't pick them up.
Are they on the ship? Have they been rescued?
It only means their PDTs haven't been activated. But I still have an idea that might just work.
That's an interesting way to handle exposition. Last time I was in this scanner when they talked. Now I'm here waiting for this thing to unlock, or at least I think I am. Yeah, I am. I figured this might be some kind of puzzle. I kind of like that. You stop you in a spot and let them talk. It's kind of annoying going through second time, I guess. You're stuck here.
You should be close to an infirmary with a DNA sequencer. If you could get your blood into the sequencer, I can scan the ship for familial DNA, and then we can find your daughter. Then...
We can use her DNA to find Ellen.
Exactly.
Notice. Reserve power facilities are online. Backup systems are now enabled and functioning at benchmark levels.
The outside temperature
benchmark.
is -218 degrees Celsius.
Ooh, chilly. The scaffolding forms a protective shell around a sort of machinery rising toward a high ceiling. Maze-like shadows are cast onto the walls and ground. Okay, like I was saying about the engineer, he decided to swim across a vat of nutrients with clones in them. Who in their right mind does that? I just electrocuted them. Because I'm a murderer. I also cut a hand off a guy. And this guy's probably been up an hour or something. He's already murdered a bunch of clones. Ooh, there's a guy. Cut a hand off a guy. Dead security guard. Security guard seems to have died while sitting in this cushioned recliner. It tilts back at an angle that will hold the body for a long, long time. You had a lot better death than an engineer down there, my friend. These walking noises are disturbing. Ivan Suarto. This new guy, Anderson, I really like how they, like in Aliens movies and stuff, they put in names, like the names of the companies were different mergers of, I think there was Aliens I'm thinking of, different mergers of real companies from today, like weird ones. That could be Coca-Cola Ford or something like that. And his name kind of seems like that, like Russian Suharto. And Suharto was... Who was Suharto? Wasn't there a president or somebody named Suharto? Yeah, but anyway, it seems like a mixed race name, I guess. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door, he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here in the shift change, but I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I hear babies. I could use some female company. Where's this noise coming from? Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused and inquisitive. His heart is in the right place. I can respect that. Sarge? Is that Sarge or Starge? Sarge. How in the hell did boy get Sarge from Suharto? Paul is just plain obnoxious. Oh, he's talking about nicknames. Okay. Food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. It's not the white oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across liquor in space. Much liquor in space. Looks like we'll be monitoring the supply, so to speak. Hodgson just tried to arrest someone. Brick. Rations are in. Good thing, too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. The entire ship smells like shit. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of shit every once in a while. Beyond me. Groom Lake is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. Some guy left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from him since. I can only fear the worst, and I don't want to wait to figure out what has been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson is grasping it. I don't expect him to. I know Ashton would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. Yep, wouldn't bet what happened to him. He saw so much in his short life, there just wasn't room for more. You'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on the ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. That Samantha girl is a clone with a tail. Her dog would be named after him, or maybe he picked up a flower and she tucked it in a book. I never read much, but right now I love to be holding a book. What? Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. I thought that line was cut off. I thought I was trying to say Poe, but Poe. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figure I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if this ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson for me. He reminds me so much of my son, how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg. I never beg. But if you're a decent human, you know why you have to remember Anderson. Did you ate him? Barely awake. Typing is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Ederson had the last word. Hodgson had the last word. What? I don't know what that means. Okay, that was kind of long. A lot of reading in this episode. Security camera, computer terminal. Let's check out this guy first. Before we get into nuts and bolts of what the heck I have to do here. I really hate the way his feet sounds. What's he walking on, like bologna slices or something? A crumpled body rests against the slanted bulkhead in leisurely repose. Oops. The uniform indicates that is a security officer.
They cut his wrists.
Okay. The whole shift sorry. This old shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. A notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. There's only been a few extra doors to lock. As far as I'm concerned, easy enough. Well, I think there's stuff running around. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been stealing alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in a spaceship far away from the moon. I swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want to see Ronald go first. This thing is covered in blood, I just noticed. Gross. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Greenshold crew is secure and that important research isn't interfered with. At least that's what I like to believe. These clones don't share the sentiment. Clowns. The acid in their sip just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck in the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now, but can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is fucked, so getting to medical isn't happening. Someone suggested that we could use a specimen transport track. That's shady as all hell. Yep, I wouldn't want to do that. There's leaving the security center now, staring at Ronald's lifeless body as a fucking superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Okay. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream. Not a footstep. Still, not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for water. I refused to drink anything but moonshine. I tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard. Wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. Yep. You should drink some water. Another terminal that might have provided access to advanced system functions if it weren't hopelessly powered down. So I'm thinking these two guys murdered Ronald and ate him. But I could be wrong. Security terminal. Okay, I saw something moving, but that was him. November 2nd. Alcohol is being manufactured and distributed around the Greenshold. Security has opted to take an approach of non-intervention, as its effect on morale will likely prevent theft and potential riots associated with limited rations. Our security will regularly confiscate quantities of alcohol to moderate the supply. Good thinking. Rations have arrived and been distributed. Very few reported or evident cases of theft. This can likely be attributed to the morale increase speculated as a result of the distribution of alcohol. December 6th. Specimen Samantha received for transport to Laboratory 18. This specimen from the cloning vats is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of the containment unit. Yep. More and more horrific as time goes on. How did these people do their jobs? Tremors have struck the grooms like power outage and severe injuries have been reported. Lockdown is in effect. Well, they were in there a while. December 6th was, no. 19th. The last one was 25th, so 6 days. Tremors, I read that one. 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore a train station to working order. To prevent further loss or injury, the corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. That's not a bad policy. If more people in horror games did that kind of thing, they'd be alive. Yep. Well, I would pick fire, but highly corrosive gas is great. Fire is real bad on a spaceship, as one can imagine. Activate motion detector.
I'll need to figure something out here.
Okay, click on that again. Okay, that's the only thing in there. Motion detector.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment of silence to remember Henry Kane. We ask that you join us in recognizing his greatness.
Ooh. This big monitor is designed to display the view from various security cameras around the facility. Okay, can I... Can I click on anything? Where's this? I don't think I've been here before. I haven't been anywhere of these. This is where the poison gas is. Can I click on anything here? Something's gonna move in one of these. I feel it coming. What's the point of these cameras? I can't click on anything. None of these buttons work. I don't like the music. Portals into life support. The viewing portals look out upon the externally grimy life support control room. Slumped over dead body. Rigor Morris has left his body a parody of a worker managing the controls. So I gotta get in there. So how is that gonna work?
Just fucking open!
You got that right, my friend. Just fucking open. Can I drag him? No. I cannot. Let's go back here and see if there's anything I missed. Where's back here again? Oh. Oh, there's another door. Okay. Monitor. Static. I forgot there was another door. I thought I was going to be stumped there for a second.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
Is that blood? Kind of looks like blood. Especially large frosted glass door is coated with the dirt from neglect. Kind of looks like blood to me. Could be dirt, I suppose. Smile! Oh God.
I wish I could do something. Something more.
A lot of reading. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I didn't get the degree just so that I could stitch idiots up when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? Help me. It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything. Although human spiders would be cool. Yeah. Is that guy? No, that's Rick Graham. It's a miracle. Security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labeled Samantha. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well. No reason. I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant, Miriam, make up some good excuse for me. This creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her as being just a tail. There's some bones, other bones as well, but I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this shit up. This fucker grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these the last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than stem cells in this container the last they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what this turns into. Lab 18 is getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Fortunately, I have video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. You're sounding more and more awful as time goes on. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter, and I twisted a muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown. It's been bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool can't take responsibility for this one. Oh, can take responsibility for this one. I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. They're screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No sign of Miriam. Tell the truth. You did not want... Oh. You didn't want her back anyway.
God forgive us.
I don't think he's going to forgive you. Oh, God forgive us. It says right here. A long landscape of ocean mountaintops intended to provide a sense of calm and perspective. Is that what it is? Oh, okay, I can see it. Yeah. So am I going to get chopped in two by this thing? I'm saving it. I played those Sierra games. I don't trust nothing. I don't like the sound of that. Okay. Is that thing still in there? So I got a DNA scanner. I got a PDA. Okay.
I think this is it.
Excellent. You need to get your blood sample onto the receiving tray, and I'll do the rest.
What else is there? DNA scanner. Let's read this PDA first. What's in this thing? Iron lung viewing portal.
I'm not sure what this is. Holy fuck.
Hi, Samantha. She sounds angry. Why is she still alive? Oh, is this Miriam? It is Miriam. Dr. Graham's up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at a medical bay and holds the most terrifying creature I ever seen in my entire life. And he says it's beautiful. He wants me to find excuses for why it's being transferred to Lab 18. Isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guys there like me. I'd help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if I could get him kicked off to Groom Lake, yeah. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Interesting, the thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. Notes say it's just a tail and some flesh at some point. But I know I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of fucked up experiment are we doing? Oh, what kind of fucked up experiments are we doing? Have you looked downstairs, lady? Fuck, I'm looking out of the medical bay, and Dr. Graham has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people, insufferable prick. They want to use a specimen to transport. They want to use the specimen transport track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing, even if the ship wasn't falling apart. That's a terrible idea. Yeah, I agree with that. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's going to read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless Groom Lake is sucked into doesn't care about your damn feelings. Yeah. They don't. Frosted glass window. Congealed blood runs down the frosted glass window. So I got a feeling like I'm going to walk out of there and walk back in And this thing's gonna be open. And that damn thing's gonna be following me. But I gotta get my DNA. Or do I have to inject my... this? Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh yeah, I lost my crowbar. Damn it. I think in the last one, I used a crowbar as a kind of a grappling hook. I think I would try to keep the crowbar, because that thing would have been useful, but... logic doesn't always work that way. Or game logic, rather, doesn't work that way. Crowbar is infinitely useful.
Receiving the genetic info. This is good, John. This is excellent.
Wait. I can hear something.
Yeah. It was over there.
Sure.
Are you gonna die, Fred?
What the hell? What's that?
I only picked up a flash in the scanner. A crew member.
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person. It was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Tia, what's going on here?
I've heard things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it was one of those fucking things that ate Yuri.
Crow plants. I don't care for man's pets.
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
I'm going to call it there. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. You have to tune in for the next one to see what happens beyond here and see what's up with those creature things. So once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!